Use earphones for better audio clarity. Introducing product showcase in Bittu's IoT. If you have developed any idea and would like to showcase to the world, you can contact me. I can help you improvise your product and build them and showcase it in the channel. Let's see one of the product named Aquabot, an IoT based robot for waste collection in water. Developed by these three girls Meghana, Santoshi and Soumya. The bot cleans the water bodies, also checks the pH level, turbidity and purity levels at the regular intervals, and uploads the data to the cloud and generates reports and alerts through the web and mobile app. Let's hear about the product from Santoshi. I suggest to listen till the end of the video to get the complete understanding of the product.
Water is able to dissolve more substances than any other liquid on the earth. That's the reason we call it as universal solvent. Toxic substances from farms, towns, and factories readily dissolve into and mix with it. This is the reason of water pollution. Due to this, a layer of garbage is forming on the surface of the water, which is causing the UV rays from sun not to reach the marine life. This indeed makes the aquatic animals and plants die. There are many existing solutions for this problem, but they solve only some of them. In spite, they occupy a lot of space on land, they are highly expensive, and they have low success rate. The major problem is they collect garbage or unwanted materials which are floating on the surface of the water, but they do not go deep inside the water. To solve this major problem, here is our solution. A bot which floats on the surface of the water will collect the garbage and throws into its bin via a conveyor belt. This is controlled using an application which is developed using IoT. In case if it finds any heavy mold-like materials, it throws Iodinella saccharinisis, which is a bacterial enzyme, and then when the mold converts into a normal liquid substance, it collects into its conveyor belt and then throws into its dustbin. This is the mechanism of Aquabot. This is the chemical formula of Ideonella saccharinisis. This, when sprayed on heavy molds, the bulky substances converts into a liquid which is decomposable. This is eco-friendly and harmless. The block diagram explains how we have developed the prototype. The heart of the bot is the processor. We have used ARM STM32 MCU for it. The Bluetooth HC05 is used to connect the bot to the application. A battery is used to run the whole device. The motor driver L293D is used to run the motors. Relays are for switching purpose. The conveyor belt or the sprout mechanism uses the roller motor. Explanation for the components will be in the further videos. How will the bot work? Soon after we have placed it on the water, we have to control it through the application made of IoT. It then starts collecting the garbage. If it finds any heavy mold-like substance, it sprays Ideonella saccharinisis, the bacterial enzyme mentioned in the previous slide. If it finds any garbage, it continues collecting the garbage, else it will stop working and messages us. The technology and coding techniques we used for the prototype is Arduino IDE, a mighty app Inventor 2 for an Android application. This is how we use IoT. We have done it through ThinkSpeak, which is an open source platform. We can create channels, views like public and private. We have created 2 channels where we can monitor how much garbage is being collected and how much free space is available in the bot. The creation of channels and fields is mentioned here. There is a channel ID which is unique is being mentioned there, and 2 fields, the garbage collected and the free space available is mentioned, and we can add any description that we needed, and that will be displayed in our application that we have developed through MIT App Inventor. And we can create various channels like other which are related to our application, and It is also for commercial use. Here are some of the keywords we are using: channel, field, status, location, feed, write and read APIs. Channel, the name for where data can be inserted or retrieved within the ThingSpeak API, identified by a numerical channel ID. Field is one of the 8 specific locations for data inside of a channel, identified by a number between 1 to 8. A field can store numeric data from sensors or alphanumeric strings from serial devices or RFID readers. Status is a short status message to augment the data stored in a channel. Location is the latitude or longitude and elevation of where the data is being sent from. The collective name for data stored inside a channel, which may be any combination of field data, status updates, and location info, is known as a feed. A 16-digit code that allows an application to write data to the channel is known as a write API, and a 16-digit code that allows an application to read the data stored in a channel is a read API. An MIT App Inventor lets you to develop applications for Android phones using a web browser and either a connected phone or simulator. The App Inventor serves store your work and help you to track your projects. This is the view of how the application looks like. There are several user interface options like button, checkbox, date picker, image, label, etc. The garbage collected there is displayed using a label. The web user is used for the display of graph of how much garbage is being collected by the bot. Next, there is displayed by using a button. We have various options like changing the font style of the label and adding an image to the background or changing the color of the background, or we can even add images for the buttons and etc. This is the backend of MIT App Inventor. We have several built-in blocks like control, logic, math, etc. The web user on the front end has the URL that need to be copied from the ThingSpeak channel. The web1.txt compares the response content. This can access only the registered users. It compares the phone number and sends a text to the specified number. The web2.txt receives the response content. When you use App Inventor with a phone or tablet, that device communicates with the App Inventor software running in your computer's browser window. This communication is managed by the AI2 Companion app running on the device. This is nothing but Connect to Companion. The steps to connect to Companion are: Step 1. Download the application MIT AI2 Companion. Step 2. Scan the QR code displayed or type the code in the text given. Step 3. For Windows, launch the AI Starter. Step 4. Check the connection. Now the setup is complete. We can use the application. The advantages we gain using this idea is we get pure water and mineral rich water. We can reduce the manpower and we can increase the efficiency. We can even increase the revenue of rural people by recycling the garbage that is collected by the bot and using it for the future purposes. It is less of cost, and the lithium batteries are used for the longer time so that we can even reduce the power.
So, hope you find the product interesting. Please contact me for the product development and also subscribe for more videos. Thank you.